This is gonna be this is gonna be an interesting little science experiment. I can tell you that much. All right. So the purpose of let me see here. The purpose of this live is to get two or three callers just to give kind of their view, their thinking of what's gonna happen with AMC Ape on the reverse split. So what's up? What's up, Robert? So like I said, I'm doing this one because I could say what I feel is gonna happen. I'll get around to GTI, but like I said, it's one of those things where right now all focus is on. Oh, we got Long Island. Right now we got the focus on the 8 AMC going forward. So just because very soon I'll be talking about GTI in time. Trust me. I just know that. Fucking exhausted. I just know that right now, in my opinion, they don't want ape to go up because ape getting expensive makes things worse for them. Oh, we got that story as Queens. Well, let's tackle ape and AMC this week leading up to the reverse split because, like I said, I think even Bloomberg wrote about it today. Today, yeah, I think it was today. It's up there. A couple of people did. So I got your thought. Hey, does it look like it's going to move? It's not just me saying it. Everybody knows that eight. See, if the reverse split wasn't coming, hear me on this one, and then we'll go on to the cause. If the reverse split wasn't coming, I wouldn't even be talking ape or AMC. But because the reverse split is coming, and there's no shares in AMC, that's why I'm even entertaining this. I don't want nothing to do with popcorn, but at the same time, I'm really not in many ways because my run up of AMC, Lambo, my run up in AMC is not what the other side wants, and I'm not going to be a part of him sprinkling his shares. But hey, there's high level stuff happening. The vote is on the 14th. When's the split happening? What is it, like the next day? Is this a distraction using ape against the 100% customer ABC like the balloon? Here's the thing. Um, AMC is going to run. So if you're in AMC already, there you go. The thing is, ape is going to be used by whoever's shorting AMC to cover. So it's going to run up. If AMC runs up, which I really do believe it's going to, then what's going to happen to ape? So if I get in at ape at two or change, and it runs up, I don't know, 15, 20, $25, I'm like, that's a grip of cash. So what's up, Sergio? Ah, I don't know about. Listen, I don't know about the numbers where it can run up to because this is a unique situation. It became a unique situation. AMC is dry with shares, and Ape is in high demand, and there's a pending reverse split coming, and AMC looks like it's going to have its squeeze. Now, is it going to be the MOAS squeeze? No. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think people, I think if people ever saw 30, 40, $50 AMC, they would run. That's my opinion. If people hold or something, that'd be great. But all right, we're gonna start the process, okay? Because I can answer questions all night long, but This is not about me answering questions. This is about conversations. You tell me what you feel is going to happen. All right, I'm going to stop telling you what I think is going to happen. So the phone number is 646 area code 809 7836. Once again, 646 809 7836. So that's pretty much it. Oh, got the first one. 2 seconds. All right, you're live. Hello.
This Lou.
Can you hear me?
Lou, yes. This is Big Tech in Texas.
What?
I sit there and watch you all the time, sir.
What's going on, bro? Well, the balloon didn't get you, people. At the end of the day, it just went up north to Montana, so you're safe.
Yeah, we are. I don't know if I'm considered a big player, but I'm one of them guys that literally, when that damn thing went 72, I was in excess of $2 million. True story.
No,
I've
that's
got 59,000. I've got 59,008 and 38,000 AMC currently. Well, I'm looking to knock it.
no. Listen, I'm praying you do. No, listen. I could tell you something. I know a couple of people that when it ran up to 72, the numbers that they saw were not only shocking, but here's the thing. I mean, what I said back then. Imagine 3 or 4 million people having similar numbers. It would have caused the banking crisis. it just wouldn't even be possible. But that's why it almost went into like full blown emergency. But see, the funny thing is that now the fact that AMC is running tight on shares again, and listen, if AMC the company wasn't right now struggling financially, this would never even be happening again. This is like a unicorn thing. Like I've played this in my head so many times. I'm like, am I crazy? And I'm like, no. And then today I take a look, and Bloomberg has an article, and pretty much they're saying the same thing. I'll read the article in the video later tonight. They're pretty much saying that shorting AMC right now is dangerous because there's a short supply of shares, and the cost of borrow went up. It's on the threshold, so now it's no longer a secret. And then 8, because of the price difference, the only way you could protect yourself against a run up in AMC is to be heavy in 8, and that price difference is going to close very soon because it's an abnormality. Why is 8 at 2 and change, and what's AMC now? 5 and change, 6 and change?
Yeah, right at 6.
Yeah, so my thing is that gap is not going to stay there for very long. I'm probably thinking 2 or 3, probably 2 days at most. And at a certain point, when it becomes when APE is the same price as AMC, and AMC doesn't have any shares and the cost of bar keeps going, there's a very big possibility that before that reverse, this is why they're doing that whole reverse split and throwing shares on it. We're like I wasn't kidding when I said the last days of AMC the other day. So this time around, I'm not going to tell you to sell or anything, but please, for the love of God.
I'm holding a big stick, and I know a lot of folks probably doubt what I'm saying, but for what it's worth, I've never talked to anybody. I've never typed, and again, I'm one of those silent guys behind the scenes. But you can do the math. I'm holding excess of 400,000 with this damn stuff. And my wife of 37 years has watched it go up and down. Like I said, I'm not a wealthy man, but I've got enough assets.
I get
They
it.
bust me on this. You just have to write it off. But I think I've got a good shot.
Yeah,
And,
listen, I think you got a good shot too.
Everybody talking, you as well. It looks like that we all might have a shot at redemption. So
Yeah, it's kind of a
it.
funny thing because technically speaking, if I was them, I wouldn't want this spotlight to be shine, to be focused on the fact of one, there's there's going to be a merger right now, and the fact that the price difference is there, and the fact that AMC is looking like it's going to run, that that right there is like, I don't think they really wanted retail to understand there's a disturbance in the matrix right here. It's kind of interesting because now it's like it's a unicorn. It wasn't supposed to happen. So I kept looking at it over the last couple of days, and I'm like, Ape is gonna run up, Ape's gonna run. But at the same time, I kept seeing AMC. Everybody's telling me there's like lack of shares in AMC. So what they're doing is building up, bulking up on Ape. Now, when Antara did that deal, that swap for debt for Ape shares, and kind of like part of the prerequisite is that they merge everything. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not what it seems. And AMC, like I said, they're financially, they're not doing that great. So the fact of they have to do this reverse split, drop more shares in order to drop more shares, they are planning. That's what I'm telling you, be careful. They are planning to do another dropping of shares. They just don't have the shares right now. That's why the second vote that they're not talking about, which is kind of like really nefarious, is that they want to get the approval to add more shares to the float. So like I said, there's no way of game playing this because I've never seen anything like this. There's there's never been anything like this, and there's going to be opportunities. And first of all, God bless you and your wife. 37 years. That's incredible. I'll.
Yeah, like I said, I was happy to see you return. You kind of like the damn unicorn. I would have thought you'd have never
Listen, I
been
wasn't.
back. But
I wasn't.
if this stuff goes down, like I said, I'll go way back with you.
God
I'll
bless
be
you.
the first to meet you in person, Big Tech, and I'll be in Vegas with you, sir.
God bless you, because let me tell you something. One of the biggest like emotional hits I took was when Ape was created, and I thought to myself across the board, how many people right now just got like sidelined, and they didn't like we didn't see this thing coming. Like, you take a hit like that, and I knew that hit wasn't supposed to happen, but then something happened. I don't know. Like I said, it's just one of these things where it wasn't supposed to. This moment, this week, this opportunity, this bend in it's like trying to bend light. That's where we're at right now. So I hope. Listen, I pray for you. I hope to see you in Vegas. Just tell me, 37 years. I want you to have your wife. If this goes down, just be safe, because remember the people
Well,
we're dealing with.
it's been a it's been an ass whipping to say the least, and I'm going to get off here and let you guys talk to somebody else, and I'll watch again. Like I said, I'm not proud of what happened, but I'm not ashamed of it either. We're
No,
all grown men, and hopefully this thing works
it's
out for everybody.
let me tell you something. I could honestly say that you guys basically were involved in my opinion, the most roller coaster, radical, possibly lucrative. No, not possibly. You saw the numbers in your account. So when I came on, I was not lying that the potential numbers what this thing could run to. It's just we're dealing with people on the other side, and the company and the CEO, they're not for our squeeze. They're for their company and their bonuses and their salaries, and I get it. But you make sure that you protect
And we
yourself.
were,
Yeah.
yeah, we were all set up for a big GameStop run, and like I said, monkey see, monkey do, and I was holding 72, become 172, and it just didn't happen. So,
Yeah, trust me. I don't talk too much about my story on that day, but when I saw it happen, I was just like, they knew it, and that's why when they did June 2nd, and they did Ape, um, but now it's a little bit different. That's why you see popcorn. Oh, I'm not taking the salary. Like, dude, you just took a bonus last month. Like, it's like, look, like all I can tell you is this. I'll let you go now. Please be safe. Get as much as you can, but remember they're gonna drop shares. because they
Oh,
can. You know how this is.
I know.
So, giant hugs.
Well, I appreciate it, and like I said, I'll enjoy the rest of the night with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, brother. One of the people that you wouldn't have spoken to before or heard or anything. There you go. All right, let me just see here. All right, 2 seconds. Let me. All right. All right, let me see what's going on here. Oh, what's up, beauties? All right. Let me see here. The number to call in, let me do it again because I don't call myself. 646 area code 809-7836. So let's see who comes in now. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see here. What's up, Be Real? You were a virgin before AMC? Then you got molested and the no touches on them. I got another call. Hello. All right, let me see. Do I got you on the line?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, you're live.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a New Mexico oil field compressor mechanic, and I actually started buying into the AMC when it hit 70.
Oh, I got you. You got in around that time frame.
Yeah, I was new at it. I didn't know a dang thing about it, and I have done nothing but lose money then till today. But I'll quit you, and I appreciate everything you do and all the information you give to everybody out there.
Well, listen,
because
it's just one of these things which is weird because, like I said, the first video that I ever did, I just wanted to tell people before it ran up because we kept getting attacked, and I was like, yeah, I know how they're doing this. I listen personally behind the scenes. People don't even know the troubles I got into by saying that. But the reality is, when I popped up, I did that because I wanted people to understand the value of the play that they were in. I knew I was going to make my money, but the thing was, I knew that a lot of people didn't know this world and didn't know how they were, for lack of a better word, holding the cards under the table. So when it ran up to that level.
Yeah, I totally appreciate what I've learned since then, and thank you very much for all the information you've given. Because I've lost about $93,000 this year, and that's all. It was my fault for playing the game without knowing what I was doing. But through listening to you and all the time and everything, you've kept me from losing everything. So I appreciate the knowledge that you've helped me with to not lose it all. Anyway.
Well, listen, first of all, you make me proud. That's one thing. And congratulations for holding it through that loss in the beginning. But understand something, when this thing has its time to run, what I'm trying to tell everybody, because this wasn't, like I said, this, to me, it's like a unicorn. And I am behind the scenes looking at this from so many angles. I'm trying to prove myself wrong. But the one combination that made this possible is the fact that AMC needs the money, their cash strap. So they need the new shares. Yeah, they need it.
In the beginning, and now after listening to you for a while, it's totally obvious that they played us, and the whole system played us, and they played us completely. And now I understand how to keep from being played anymore. So I do appreciate and I do thank you for all the knowledge you've helped me learn.
Listen, you stay safe during this run-up, reverse split, merger, everything. And if you get your numbers, that we have much more to do after Ape, okay, and after AMC. So you stay
I,
safe.
I, went- I went ahead and took my losses. I sold out on absolutely everything I had, and I took my losses this year so I can have my tax return.
The only one time that taking losses are good. I get it. I
Yep,
get it.
yep. The one time taking losses is going to be good for me, and yeah, and I listened to you, and I actually did it in a timely fashion to where I can actually take those losses this year.
Good.
So I appreciate you helping me to have that knowledge also.
Listen, brother, stay safe, and I hope you're profitable on the other side. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe. Thank you for the
Hey,
call.
bye.
Take care. I got to take a moment after that call. He took about 100. He took about 100K in losses, and still was able to turn it around. And like, oh my god, that's just fucking AMC. That's all I can say. All right. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. It wasn't. You know, that type of. See, it's one thing if you lose in a stock, like you hold too long or something like that. Like, I get that part. I go through that all the time. Trust me. That's normal. Don't feel bad. The problem is when they did that June 2nd, here's my take on it. I'm not even upset that they dumped those shares on June 2nd because I understand. Okay. But the problem was a company has the right to dump shares for profit. Of course they do. They saw the stock moving up, so they sold and they made profit. My problem was this. Why sell it at that point when they know they could have gotten more money for it? Obviously, we know why, you know. But more than that, the fact that it was always, I love apes. Apes are great. Apes, come have free popcorn. That drove me insane. I couldn't handle that shit. I couldn't. I've publicly told him to go fuck himself so many times. I couldn't do it. So, okay, let me calm down. All right, so there we go. I got to get some water anyway. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, as far as the phone number, what I'm gonna do, if you see me, just want to put on some socks on my feet because my feet are cold. So 2 seconds, and I'm gonna get some water. You're down 30K and freak. They don't want us to know the reality that right now AMC is in a position where it could run. What it could run to, I don't know. But they don't they don't want us that. And then the difference in ape, the unicorn moment is here. So, all right, hold on a second. Let me see here. Dun-dun-dun. All right. I'm gonna get a little bit of water, so let me just no. All right. 2 seconds. All right. Enjoy the elevator music for 1 second. I gotta get some water and I'll be right back. You look, it's all crazy. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Two seconds. Alrighty. Sounds like bubble bath music. Don't get freaky on me. We're doing a live call-in show. All right. All right. You're live. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Beautiful. All
Hey,
right.
Lou. I just hear you. I got you. I think it's feedback on my. Let me just turn down my side.
Okay.
I think it's feedback on my. Let me just turn down my side. Okay. First of all, Lou, I just want to say that it's a pleasure finally speaking to you. I've been
Same
watching you
here.
for some time.
Well, I apologize if I gave you any brain damage. So talk to
Oh,
me.
brother.
What do
So
you
as soon as
thinking?
this AMC Madness is over, I want to continue what you started. I want to hit other plays. I want to continue. So
Well,
as soon as this whole madness is done, my man, I'm done with AMC.
yeah, no, listen, what's kind of funny about it is I was talking to a friend of mine earlier this morning and he was just like, why do you think it's the end of AMC? And I explained it to him. I'm like, listen, if you take all these millions of people, if they have a chance to grab a grip of money and walk away from this company and just abandon them, I said it's gonna happen. I said, but also after this reverse split, after they add more shares, there's that cancels out all the synthetic Guatemalans, everything, all matters will be settled. This is like a giant mob movie at the end, like everybody's getting whacked. So I know that there's gonna be people on YouTube chanting AMC is gonna have its real Moaz. That is not gonna be anything to do with me. I just literally saw something now, and I thought I was going crazy over the last couple of days because I was like, wait a minute, why is Ape at a discount and AMC is running up? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And then I started to hear rumblings on people that I know that are, big time traders, and they're like, yeah, it's at a discount, but they're shorting it to keep it down because if it runs up and AMC starts to run, that's danger zone. Because who's gonna drop AMC shares to stop an AMC squeeze now? Popcorn and the board don't have any shares to drop. That's why they're doing a vote right now to get extra shares. So this is the unicorn moment, and listen. I am happy this thing is about to end one way or another. This reverse split, whatever happens, it will be the end of AMC.
I'm
So
100%. I agree with you 100%, brother. I do have one question.
shoot.
You know how they're doing this 10-to-1 reverse split? Will Adam Aaron's share be doing the same thing?
That's funny because I was thinking about that the other day. Did they exempt themselves on that? See, one of the things that killed me, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I did flip out that time. He put out a tweet saying he's the biggest retail shareholder of AMC, and what kills me about it is because I've been in major companies where they part of the comp package they give you a bunch of shares, so you didn't do anything about it. You could just exercise them at a certain time. That's the same thing they did with him. He didn't buy those shares, and I remember me tweeting out to him like you didn't buy those shares. How could you even put yourself in the same league as people that took their money from their bank accounts to buy these shares? Like there are people that like literally altered their lives to be shareholders. And this guy's out there like showing his turkey, taking a bonus, like that it drove me. This is the biggest scumbag CEO I've ever. Let me tell you something. There's CEOs out there that like knew their products were killing people and all kind. And I get it. And like getting people sick. And he's not at that level, but he technically is because the way he was speaking to first time investors, he was bringing them in as he was dumping his shares. Now, if I did some shit like that, I would be in fucking prison. But, that's Wall Street, you know? So, yeah, once this is done, trust me, I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back at
Right on,
all.
brother.
So,
Right. I'm with you. So when that day comes, when we start to hit the Vegas, you let me know.
let me tell you something. It's going to be kind of funny because I keep thinking to myself, how could they possibly stop this run if it starts before the reverse split, before they get approval for votes? That's one. Then second, After the reverse split, and everybody's like, and the AMC gets a certain price, people are buying whatever, that run up, like AMC has to be thinking to themselves, like Popcorn, like they'll never have the apes again. He might as well just he delete his Twitter account. Like this is it. Ain't nobody ever gonna play with this thing again. Like, yeah, this
Oh
is
no,
done.
you're right. In my group, there might be 20 of us. We got some money in this, and after this runs, we're spreading the word. We're jumping shit.
Let me tell you
And
something.
as far as AMC, I hope another movie theater opens up.
Let me tell you something. I was laughing the other day with my sister. They were talking about Netflix with the password. I said, the password, you think that's horrible? I said, you don't even know what AMC did to like millions of human beings. It just took their fucking soul away. Talking about a password. I'll give Netflix an extra $100 a month, never to be abused like that. No, listen. Fuck that, man. Listen, brother, hang tight, stay safe, make your money, and you know what to do. I'll see you on the other side.
100%, brother.
We'll figure everything out. Take care.
100%.
Take care, man. Good night. Thanks.
You think
It's the truth. Who's gonna play this game? No, I'm not gonna play. That's craziness. What's your price target, Lou, for 8? I have no idea what's gonna be the price target. Because I don't even know how much they're gonna be buying on that side before it gets crazy. All right, well, welcome to the Ape Abuse Hotline.
Lou,
What's going on?
what's going on, man? Well, fuck it, fuck AMC and hail Luna.
You know what's kind of funny out of this? I keep thinking to myself, like, after this is all done, like, all of us are gonna have like mental, like, we're gonna have like, we could literally find some type of like an attorney in a slick suit and like sue AMC for like mental duress, emotional damage. Like, this has not even been normal. But anyway, tell me your horror story with AMC and what are you planning?
Oh, dude, my horror story isn't half as bad as most of these guys. This is a couple grand, but dude, we cut the loss a little bit ago, followed some of your other plays, made some of that money back for the most part.
Okay.
Now we're gonna see if we can ride Ape up a little bit and then keep hitting up your views.
You know, one of the things that kills me is that right what you said right now, a lot of people didn't understand this. The reason why AMC is in trouble now is because what you just said and what the other gentleman said, that you guys cut your losses. You guys weren't buying their stock. I really do believe that they thought they were going to have AMC at a higher price over the last couple of months. And I think that a lot of people started boycotting AMC on top of everything. Because think about it, we were the ones that were going to the movie theaters. So I think that we, technically not even knowing, helped AMC get into a position where they need the money. They're financially hurt. Look at it's everywhere. I can go right now and just, if you type in like AMC stock financial trouble, like you'll find articles. So they're financially hurting, and that's why this unicorn popped up. So as far as buying Ape now, you know, like I just said to myself, what are they gonna do? They're gonna try to trap us in Ape like they did AMC. They can't. They got a reverse split coming. That's the thing about it. That's the beautiful thing. They cannot do what they did before because they have a date where they have to merge both of these stocks and do the reverse split because they need to add the shares also. And this is part of their deal they did with Antera. So like they're screwed. They're like going into this direction, and all of a sudden here I am like, oh, wait a minute. Look at Ape. Ape is cheaper than AMC, and AMC's like, was it the cost to borrow went up on Friday to the highest it's been. It's on the threshold. I mean, like, this is the unicorn right now. Let me tell you something. After this, I said it earlier, I wouldn't even walk. If I'm walking down the street and there's an AMC movie theater, I will cross the street. I don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing. I don't care.
Do you think they're going to be able to short it long enough to be able to pull that off?
My thing is this, and I haven't talked about this, but I had this little thought like earlier today. I think that after this run up, reverse split, merger, dilution, and the run up on the other side, I think what's going to happen is they're going to start shorting this thing again. I think they're going to get people that they got, like paid out there, because there's a lot of influencers that take cash. Because I know, because I've been offered cash and I've put things up. And the thing is, I think that people are going to start saying, oh my God, AMC is about to become a bigger squeeze. I think that you're going to hear that on the other side. And there may be people that feel like maybe this time I can. Maybe. I don't tell people what to do, but the company has been surviving because of us. You think they're going to give up that cash cow? No way. No way. They're gonna come back and try to see if they can get some vulnerable apes to come back in. That's my take on it. This let me tell you something.
Yeah, dude.
This is like the girlfriend that was so horrible that when you see her dating another guy, you're like, yo, dude, can I talk to you? Like, yo, dog, I don't know you. I don't know you, dog, but let me tell you, you don't want none of this. I don't want it either, but you definitely don't want this. So, I don't know, man. It's crazy because when I saw Popcorn getting on Trey's channel 2 times, I was like, why is the CEO of $1 billion company getting on the YouTube channel of a kid? That just didn't make any sense. And it's like, it was almost like propaganda-ish. Like, well, this is my background. This is what I've done. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is too scripted for me. Like,
Hey, last question for you. Can they keep the price down until it merges? Do you think it's going to have a run prior
well,
to the merge?
here's the
Or
funny.
they short it and keep it down until the merge?
I'll break it down into 2 parts. You look at AMC. To keep that down is very expensive, and there's not enough shares. And the entities that have the shares, they're not lending them out because there's a reverse split coming. That's AMC. As far as Ape, they've been shorting it down, but the problem is because there hasn't really been any big buying pressure. But as far as it keeps going up, and let's face it, the price is going to go up on it, and the reverse split's coming, I don't really think they have much control over it anymore. If you take a look at it, how much has Ape been bumped up? I mean, it was at 84 cents, now it's 2 and change. If they try to do a massive short attack on it, I mean, you got a reverse split coming up. So the numbers are going to be adjusted. Remember, the only way to get a massive short on this thing at this point, they would have to go naked. But to go naked is dangerous because with a reverse split, you got to get those shares. So you're going to have to get, so you're like literally like, you don't want to step on your own foot as you're trying to run. A lot of people have been noticing this thing. It's not just me. I ran it past some people. And then when you start seeing mainstream, look, I'm even going to try to find that one article. I'll read it later. But when you see mainstream like Bloomberg, the street start talking about this, I'm like, wait a minute. I've been saying for the longest time, I'm like, there's nothing going on with the stock anymore. They diluted it. And when they merge it together, I was like, yeah, you're going to have like 1 billion something AMC shares. But the only difference is that now, since AMC is struggling with its debt, and they got to add the shares, and obviously now you start to see the reality of there is no AMC shares, and the cost of borrow is going up. I'm like, this is like a unicorn window for like, And the thing is, I know that they want to keep Ape down cheap, because Ape is their insurance on an AMC squeeze. So could they do something? I mean, unless they got Dr. Spock working with them, I don't see how they're going to be able to pull this off in the time frame they got. Listen, if you remember back when I first started this, at the end of the week, I said, all right, this is pretty much over. The AMC, there's really no shares overseas. Things are drying up. And this is pretty much it. 2.5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we had the run up. This is the same type of feeling I'm feeling right now. That's why they're racing for this reverse split. Listen, if Popcorn had the shares to drop right now, he would have done it. But they need the price higher. So
Yeah, we appreciate the info, Lou. Keep it coming, and if you get a chance, bring Bill back.
Definitely will. I listen. Tell you something. I think that after this thing is all done, I think all of us are gonna need to take a vacation away from all of this. We'll probably go try to find Luna together, because I mean,
Yeah, Luna.
let me tell you something. We gotta have a T-shirt. Luna was avenged. If this goes down,
Wait, remember that cooker?
let me tell you something, man. I keep thinking about that cat. That cat's like one of the most famous cats ever, because I just kept seeing that cat all around the neighborhood, like missing cat. I'm like, missing from where? Everything is high-rise buildings. What if this cat flew out the fucking window or something? Anyway, giant hugs, brother. Stay safe, and hopefully we all get a victory.
Later, Lou.
Take care, man. Take care. All right, let me see here. Why can't you buy options on Ape, Blue? Well, you can't really buy options on Ape. You're going to have a reverse split. What are you going to buy options on? Ape is going to disappear in a couple of days. Ape is done. Ape is like FedEx. It's shipping next day out. Okay. Let's see here. You just came back from Brazil? Listen, that's pretty nice down there. You know, craziness with all the stuff with the new president, but at the end of the day, good people. All right, halts and removal on. No, you're not gonna. Well, halts, yes, because it's the Nasdaq. As far as removal, no. This reverse split was approved by the powers that be. You're not gonna get a reverse split and then removal. No, they're once you merge them, the 6 and change. AMC is above the penny stock. Ape is a 2 and change. A reverse split, yeah, no removal. All right, you're live. Hello.
Hey, Lou.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, what's good, Teddy Bear?
Well, same as always. Pretty much here trying to fight the good fight.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, well, my name is Fabian. I'm from El Paso, Texas, man. I just want to thank you for what you do, man. There's a lot of people that do that, you know?
Listen, you're out in El Paso. You're right. You're in Benny and Mike territory now. That they're out there as well. So.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, they're out there. Listen, I have some funny stories about that. I remember being down by the border, right? Going downtown, it's funny because a lot of people like, you know, I was down there. What is that hotel? The big one that's down there. It's a Mexican change. I keep forgetting the name of it. But anyway, it just right there by the border. Like I was down there one day where it's like it got like deep in the ferries with some people coming over from the border coming up versus other people. I'm like, yeah, my first night in El Paso. But no, you're good people out there. So
yeah.
Talk to me, brother.
Well, you know, from the start, man, I knew Popcorn was a scumbag, man. Really, I mean, I don't want to think too much about it, but you know, I do have a little kind of like a happy story, but then turned into a horror story. I ended up buying let me say about 15 options of AMC for $9. About a week before it went to 72. So I made about 129,000, but I only got to cash out about half of that because I got it on the way down. I finally cashed out.
That was a violent. Let me tell you something. What's crazy about it was that when they dumped those shares and they sold them to the other side, like nobody was supposed to know how it was done. Like I remember me talking about I remember when I opened up my big mouth and I started talking about it. I'm like, I know I pissed off a certain group of people, but at the end of the day, the fact that he came back out and was like, yeah, I'm with everybody. I'm with apes. I'm like, motherfucker, you're the one that just killed this squeeze. I'm like, this is the devil. People keep talking that Kenny, like I said, the devil, because you know, whatever, you know, like he runs hell, which is Wall Street. But the real motherfucker in this was when he dumped those shares. And like I said, I get it because he's trying to make money for the company, yada yada. But nobody was believing when I'm like, listen, you're saying he's your silverback, but him and his people are dropping shares and encouraging us to hold.
Yeah. I think you nailed it when you said that they were just having us. I mean, they knew exactly that we were going to hold. So Why wouldn't they just sit there and dump?
Yeah, like listen, like I mean, that's like now. Listen, everybody knows what that was some severe unethical. Like I'm not gonna get into the whole legalities of it, but like
Yeah. Yep.
you're the CEO telling people to, like you're with the company, we're doing great things, but you're dumping the shares. That's like the captain of the Titanic telling the people that night everything is fine. Then he's telling the people on the side, "Get the life preserver for me. Get the boat ready for me. I'm out of this. This thing is gonna go down." You can't
First
even.
out.
You
Hey,
can't.
and you know what? Luna was. I thought Luna was a code for when. I didn't think Luna was a cat. I thought Luna was a crystal. Because after that it went down. I thought that was code.
No, listen, it was kind of funny. Yeah, when that thing went down, Luna was just one of the in my neighborhood. It's really weird because, like, there was like this poster of a cat, and it was like everywhere I went, there was this poster of this cat, and I'm like, yo, this cat had a lot of friends. Like, I know human beings that have gone missing when I was in the neighborhood in my lifetime, and nobody put posters up for those motherfuckers the way they were doing for Luna. Like, no joke. Like, you remember in Breaking Bad when Walter White went missing and people were putting posters all over the place? That's what they did for this cat. I'm like, yo, this cat got people. But it's just, yeah, let me tell you something. For this run up, because I really do believe there's going to be a run up because the price difference in eight right now, and like I said, I don't know how scarce ape shares are right now. So if any buying pressure comes into ape, and I know the streets been buying it because that's how they cover themselves for what's coming.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking to myself, what if this is the unicorn thing right now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and Popcorn's been pretty quiet.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's, I don't think he wanted people to know that, that vote, they're going to have two votes. And that opened up a lot of people's eyes because I kept saying he's going to sprinkle shares on top. But the thing is, what they don't know is that there's two votes coming. So, yeah, there's going to be a reverse split. Then you're going to dilute as well. So they need to make that money. I'm going to tell you something. This is 100% when it goes down, and I call this is like the Super Bowl of retail investing.
Wow.
That's what this thing is going to be. I mean, people are going to get mangled. Some people are going to get their ankles broken. Some people are going to make money. It's pretty messed up. Some people are going to get molested. I don't know what's going to happen, but who knows? At the end of the day,
Man.
try to stay safe because I wish I could tell people this is going to be a clean thing, but there's been nothing clean about this play.
Yeah, I know. It's disappointing.
Yeah, it really,
Expected them.
I did a video earlier this morning talking about, what's coming for the economy, the global economy, the banking and stuff. And I didn't even want to put that video out because, like me first, I absorb it and I'm like, that's really fucking horrible. But I put it out there for people to know. But if you could take what I just said and condense it into a stock, it would be AMC.
Wow. Yeah.
That's literally how it is. Listen, I was at a certain point, I said to myself, I hope AMC goes into bankruptcy, goes into the OTC market, and then I'll buy a grip of it. So when somebody resurrects it, I'll make my money, and hopefully people will do the same thing that I do, and they'll make their money on the way up. But we didn't go down that low. And now we have this chance. So, like I said, be safe. Be safe. And if you ever see some big mongoloid guy named Benny in El Paso with a New York accent, that's my brother from another mother there. Hang tight, brother.
Man, cool.
Stay safe.
Hey, well, thank you, Lou. You're yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're for the people, man. We appreciate you.
Johnny love, brother. Johnny love. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, brother. Bye-bye.
The AMC regiment. Let me tell you something. Let me see if I find that article. Because I was gonna do it earlier today. 2 seconds here. Okay. All right, let me go here. Let me go to news. Okay. It's a Bloomberg article. Did they take it out? I had it this morning. All right. Anyway, there's a Bloomberg article. I guess you would have to search their archives on. Oh, there goes a Barron's article, and I'll screenshot before people think I'm making this thing up. AMC stock drops despite path for debt elimination. Ape units are taking off. Now you could get into the whole big nonsense of it, but at the end of the day, AMC took on debt as it struggled through, you know what, but it was also able to stay afloat, issuing new equity. Yeah, through us. The process boosted as the shares became wildly popular with the crowd of retail investors that issued Ape units. I don't know one retail investor that was happy that Ape was done. Let me tell you something. This is the AMC company. Okay, we expect the two proposals to pass for this vote to open the door for massive equity raising opportunity for the company in the coming years. Yeah, they're going to drop stocks like that. Wood said on Monday, noting that adding the proposal opened door for AMC to raise as much as, it said 22 million in capital. It's really 2.2 really. Not only could this help the company eliminate the balance sheet debt. See, that's another thing also. Let me just talk about this. People ask me on the other side, after the reverse split, why do I think it's going to have a run up? And I can say simple, because AMC will wipe out their debt. Think about it. AMC will wipe out their debt on the other side of this, so their stock will go. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. I actually got the article right here. Okay. Thank you very much. 2 seconds. Here was the Bloomberg article. Right here. This was it. Now, in this Bloomberg article, I'm going to... All right. Now, this is the street catching up. Well, this is the media of the street. The Ape units closed at $2.83 on Thursday, while shares of AMC ended up at $6.08, meaning there's a price gap of $3.25, something unheard of on Wall Street. AMC climbed 5% at 2:10 p.m. in New York Friday. That's the unicorn. How can you have the same exact stock with a price difference? Let me tell you something. This is going to be some interesting stuff. All right, let me see here. You're going to have a shot after the reverse split? Some of you motherfuckers going to be like, give me the needle. I can't take it anymore. Oh, my God, that's ridiculous. Carvana, we ain't talking Carvana now. Don't worry about it. Okay? Take the bus. Don't worry about Carvana. Let me see here. On your father's cigars, maybe I missed that one. You have to. I'm gonna do a wine lounge after this. Probably. You just remind me. Okay. Whoa. What's up, E? All right. So let me get back onto the phone. Let me see here. Let me get here. Okay, skip that. And then go back here. All right, so that's it. You're gonna call? Okay, do I have a price target for Ape? I think at least it should be on par with AMC. Okay, think about it like this. Riddle me this. Why wouldn't it be at least in the $6 range with AMC? You know, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm ready to have the fact that I'm coming back in, my wallet's like, no, don't do it. I'm like, shut up, you transmit for date. We're gonna do what we gotta do. It's crazy. Talk about AMC to get followed. To get followed. Who do you think are all these people? Unreal. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, everybody's ready to do. You wish you sold ape at $10 to buy back at. Yeah, let me tell you something. There's some crazy stuff. Well, that's how it is. What is it part to be part of a? We're a research firm more than a think tank. Let me explain how it was done. You had people back then, they weren't called hedge fund managers. That's not what they were called. They were just basically, money managers. So let's say, for example, he had a money manager, which was nothing but a broker, and he had clients, and he wanted his clients to obviously give more money to his, his, you could say fund, if you would. Well, a lot of times he had to break into new markets because back then there was new markets. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say a guy came up on Wall Street 1950, 1960, 1970, 1980, around that time. And then all of a sudden, there's a computer industry. Or let's say, for example, somebody who's never been really involved in the airline business takes off. Well, what Richard and Graveyard used to do is they used to put together research for these guys to be able to call up their clients and go, listen, based on what I'm reading here, this is what's going on in this sector or that sector. So this is before Google or before AI. People like that will spot trends and stuff like that. But, listen, I'll go into that another day, but the two of them were brilliant men because one knew business at a level that was incredible, but the other one understood the market correlation to that business. That's what made them so special. Let's see here. Okay. Before reverse split, I think I don't know how Ape cannot be at least on par with AMC. That's before reverse split. After reverse split, AMC is gonna dilute, but at the same time, they're not gonna have the debt level. The street is gonna be like, oh my God, AMC restructured their debt, they paid off, look at them. So it's gonna go, I don't know. There's no way of knowing. We're talking AMC here, people. This is not the old AMC. This is AMC after June 2nd, after Ape, after reverse split. This is a different world. Who was screwed worse, AMC shareholders or Zeldin? Well, Zeldin walked away to continue his career. I don't know about this one. For us, a lot of us yeah, but Zeldin was cheated out of that election. We know that. All right. Yeah, this is the fact that it's $3 cheaper. I mean, even at this point, I'll take a $3. I mean, why not? But I'm like, if it goes bigger, yeah, I'll take it. Let me see here. Yeah, Zeldin still walked away with his money afterwards. Ape run, Ape RS, Ape merger, AMC dip, then yeah, some crazy thing like that. That's why I said this is not something normal. It's not. Will you ever get your number? Your original number was like $50. I think at some point you were talking about like 335 or 40. They have to allow this thing to run up to make it look like, see, I took care of my apes. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. All right. Boom, boom, boom. How's the lo mein in Puerto Rico? I'm in Dominican Republic next door, but we ain't touching no cat here. No Luna meat, okay? One slow cat. Okay, you're going to switch GTI to Ape on Monday? Hey, I can't tell you to do that, so God bless you with whatever you do. Can you talk about brackets? You can't. This is Planet Wacko. This is Planet Wacko. There's no, you can't even say brackets on this. There's no, this stock has been dumped, cloned AMC, then there was Ape, and now you're gonna have a reverse split, and on top of that, a merger. It's gonna be crazy. All right. No, I'm not in AMC calls, but I'm about to do that, but I'm going to wait probably till about Wednesday because I'm a little bit busy because I got to talk to my options girl I'm a little bit leery on them. That's why I got to get it cleared just because of everything that's going down. But hey, think about that. I got to look at what the calls are. There you go. Giant hugs. Listen, all I say is your average on AMC and Ape is $25. That'll be sweet to break that out. I can't talk about CLMV. So I just let everybody know. Legality, I can't talk about it. So there you go. Now you're saying it's 100. I'm not gonna start with you. I see. When am I coming back home to New York City? I think I'm gonna be down in Brooklyn for a while, so I'll let everybody know. I promise. Boom, 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 boom. He always has that gold mirror behind him in all countries. This mirror doesn't leave my wall. You kidding me? I bought this. No, come on. Let me see here. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. No, I haven't been out in Bay Ridge for a while. More downtown Brooklyn by the promenade. Yeah, I'm tired of this thing as well. Trust me. I am. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break and I'll see if I pop back. But we got Sunday still, so we did some calls. I think a lot of people are here talking. Ape could dump at any time. They have weeks to the RS is the only thing I hate about buying more right now. I get it. But remember, if they drop Ape, they got to remember about AMC running. What a tangle where we weave when we tried to deceive. But I don't know, that price difference, I'm willing to gamble it. Yeah, the mechanics behind Robot Godzilla is T0. That's the blockchain. But they can't do that now. Even if they wanted to. They got to wait for the crash to happen. There's no way. You're not getting ignored. Can you stop? I promise I'll come back. I'll come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. I'll be back. I gotta take a break. Get some coffee.